I don't think I've ever actually asked anyone to subscribe to this channel. I've done it so many times on the main channel, but if you didn't know, this is my gaming channel. I think a lot of people just kind of stumble upon my gaming videos and don't realize that this is not my main channel. There's like a lot of people not subscribed. Last month was even worse. I think like 82% of viewers weren't subscribed. So please hit that red sub button if you want to see more videos here. I've been making actually a lot more content for over here recently. So let's play Earth Royale, but on chaos mode. All events have the same exact chance of happening, which includes the new one, country got nuked, basically turning territory into unclaimed land. And instantly on turn number 1, Peru got divided. Ecuador and Brazil looking a lot bigger. Another new event that's probably going to happen a couple times here is just an entire country will collapse. So maybe through instability or a civil war, but they'll just disappear from the map, and then countries will be able to reclaim and colonize that land. Japan's borders have shrunk. South Korea actually got a lot out of this too. And Australia got annexed. Okay, this chaos mode is clearly living up to its name. Indonesia is now currently number 2 in the game. They leapfrogged over the PRC in Canada. Of course, the USA is not here. It's got to be the 50 states. Oh, wow. And the islands of Okinawa just got their independence from Japan. I've never seen that before. Ireland has done a little bit of expanding into neighbors, taking Wales and unifying the island. They even took a little chunk out of Cornwall. Saudi Arabia's borders are shrinking, and Yemen and Oman picked some stuff up. Guyana has collapsed, which means all this land is now up for the taking. Quote unquote, all this land. It's not a whole lot, but it's still something. Alabama and Illinois has united. We now have the Alabama-Illinois Union. What kind of godforsaken place is this? Malaysia held a referendum if they should join the Philippines. They voted no. What has this game become? This is so amazing. So you can just hold referendums to join countries now. I love it. The Philippines could have really used Malaysia. This would have worked, I think, pretty well. The Philippines already kind of stretch over to this country anyways. The Congo got nuked by Indonesia. So I'm thinking that maybe Indonesia has been using the Australian continent as a nuclear test site. I mean, what else could you use Australia for? And they decided to just let it rip on their first enemy, the Congo, of all people. The UAE has just been divided by neighbors. Once again, another referendum was held by Niger and Cameroon. So you can have 2 referendums for 2 countries joining. They were trying to join Nigeria, but the people voted no. Oh my goodness. The Netherlands had a referendum now, and they just joined Venezuela. What? I love this game mode so much. I love the game in general so much. Canada has collapsed. So Canada is now going to disappear. Oh, wait a second. So if you have provinces underneath your federal government, then you'll just turn into the provinces as a whole. So now we have a lot of new nations that have joined us. And there's actually been a ton of new provinces added. I think before it was just like Russia, Canada, USA, and a few more. Now there's at least a dozen. I'm definitely gonna have to come back and play with all of the provinces released. Oh, we have an independence from Djibouti, freeing themselves from Somaliland. Cameroon is starting to pick back up this radiation territory that was formerly the Congo. I wonder how valuable this stuff really could be. Bhutan, Nepal, and Bahrain all held a referendum to join Bhutan and Bahrain. Wait, what? Oh, they joined India. I see. So Bhutan and Bahrain just joined India. I was so confused, but it looks like Nepal voted no. If you think about it, in a battle royale scenario where like everyone is killing each other, then I think a lot of referendums would actually happen. I think this is somewhat accurate. If you're a small nation, you're gonna want to just peacefully integrate with like a really powerful neighbor just to increase your chances of survival. Sweden just got divided by neighbors. Denmark, Norway, and Finland really loving this. The 13 colonies have just gained independence from New Hampshire. So New Hampshire no longer exists. It's now just the 13 colonies who control one colony. And now we have New England gaining independence from New Jersey. So New England is now just New Jersey, which is not even New English territory. Oh God. Spain has now been divided by neighbors. France, Portugal. Wait, who is this? The UK. Oh, that's right, because they have Gibraltar. Algeria got, oh wow, poor Morocco, they got nothing. Ethiopia has just collapsed, and wait a second, there were things inside of Ethiopia, so some people got their independence, others, there's just kind of dirt out here. The Congo are getting some of their stuff back. Congo has expanded. Vermont and Connecticut have united. Oh no, China getting up Nepal. Maybe Nepal should have actually voted yes on that referendum. They would have been a part of India, maybe that would have spared them. And Russia has just collapsed. Oh, wow. Felt like a Bob Ross painting for some reason. It's like so beautiful as it wiped across the screen. Also, Algeria, Burkina Faso, and Mali all united. That's a 3-way unification that just took place. Poland just got nuked by Czechia. So I guess in this world, everybody has nukes. Poland still exists, but just barely. That was a powerful nuke. So it looks like some of the nukes are stronger than others. They're probably going to get rid of more lands than others. Oh, and also I didn't realize that countries colonize stuff, even if they weren't, well, maybe they, I don't know. Romania's grabbing some of this stuff. Hawaii just got annexed by Mexico. Hawaii looks very close to Mexico in this world map. So that seems like a good pickup. Are we going to have like all of the countries that can collapse actually collapse, because we're gonna be here forever if that's the case. The PRC just got nuked by Ghana. I can barely even keep up with this. Indonesia got nuked by Haiti, but again, not very devastating. It was just like a small nuke. The nukes are completely, they're flying. Venezuela collapsed, and remember, Venezuela had Dutch territory. Oh, wow. I can already like zoom out and just see how many nukes have already flown. Is there even gonna be a nation that is, like, there's so much unclaimed land. The Republic of China and this country held a referendum to join the Philippines, and they did. Wow. So Taiwan just joined the Philippines. Look at that. I'm sure they want Malaysia as well, but this is at least some pickup. Nigeria got annexed by Niger. Vietnam being divided, Cambodia and Laos getting a lot of this stuff. More nukes flying this time in Saudi Arabia. No, Wyoming's border have shrunk. The 3 people that live here are probably really depressed. Papua New Guinea has now picked up some territory that was formerly nuked. Cambodia got nuked. Ooh, the UK has grabbed back Northern Ireland and then some. So they got back Wales as well. There's a rivalry happening already here. Ecuador and Brazil. That one actually makes sense for a unification. Bulgaria and Czechia just voted yes to join Romania. Of course, Serbia was like, no thank you. There's actually more countries being taken over because they're willingly going for bigger neighbors. There's not that many like people just taking land at the moment. And the Congo have collapsed. The smaller Congo, not the DRC. California has now collapsed. Wait, who is this? The USA just picked up. Oh, so when a state collapses, that's gonna fall back into USA hands. Let's not forget, we also have the 13 colonies here and New England. There goes South Dakota. And here's a huge one. Indonesia is now gone. Look at how many new provinces there are. So we now also have Western Australia and regular Australia. Ecuador and Brazil are actually in second place at the moment. Alaska just got nuked by Newfoundland, and that big united country just collapsed in Africa. France and the UK just united. We have a Franco-British Union, finally. Utah just got divided by neighbors, and Pennsylvania ate New England, which was only New Jersey. Ooh, the 13 colonies getting more territory. They are now at 3 colonies. Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. Minnesota just got annexed by Wisconsin, and India continuing to eat up smaller neighbors. They got Sri Lanka, and there goes China. Are we ever going to see the end of this game? Wow, that's a lot of uncolonized land. I just feel like more nations just keep joining the map. So many minutes into this video, and now we're just being joined by new places. There goes Algeria, as they've collapsed as well. Iraq just got nuked by Rhode Island. What an insane sentence. No, Mongolia! Wait, who's popping up out of Mongolia? Oh, the PRC. So China is back somewhat here. Oh wait, this is actually a regular China. This is just a China. Because the People's Republic, the Communist China, they just formed out of the collapse of Mongolia. Japan got nuked again, but by a different superpower this time, the superpower of Zambia. North Korea has collapsed, opening up for just Korea to be here. Wait, so Best Korea is now actually claiming they are Korea. This is Korea. Technically, they have claims to South Korea. Was this just some sort of political move? They dropped the North from their name. They're now just called Korea. Frisia and Switzerland just joined Germany. Maybe they were getting nervous about the French and UK union. That union has a lot of Spanish lands. Catalonia, and then obviously the stuff that Gibraltar took. Oh my goodness. Even Mexico has provinces? Why is Mexico collapsing too? Austria is now gone. Wow, that's weird. Serbia and Croatia just united. Is this basically a neo-Yugoslavia? Hong Kong just voted to join China. Not only Hong Kong, but South Korea as well. Again, this is a different China. I don't know if this is like a monarchist China or if this was the Taiwan government. Taiwan government, after joining the Philippines, went back to mainland China, won. Now people want to join them. I don't really know. New Zealand just got annexed by the Franco-British Union. That seems pretty accurate. Lesotho got annexed by South Africa. Yes, get rid of that border gore. There's a lot of border gore we got to get rid of. Belgium annexed Luxembourg. Wait, I'm sorry, reverse card. Luxembourg annexed Belgium. Turkey and now Syria are united, so there's like a neo-Ottoman forming. Delaware has annexed Pennsylvania. Wow, and there goes big, thick Romania, meaning a lot of people have gained their independence. Bulgaria is one of them. Transylvania also has popped out of Romania. No, Morocco! There goes Morocco. Rif is now here? I've never heard of the country of Rif. Rhode Island has collapsed after they nuked Iraq. They were like, all right, we're done here. China, please. China? Okay. So now we know once a country collapses like twice over, China collapsed. After Hong Kong and South Korea joined them, they were like, maybe this isn't worth it anymore. So this is now fully unclaimed territory. I'm actually getting scared. Like, is this even possible to end? The Bahamas have gained independence from Florida. Didn't even know that Florida had that. So much unclaimed land over here after the nuking of Laos. What even is this map anymore? I don't even recognize it. And now the Philippines have been annexed by Malaysia. So at first the Malaysians were thinking about joining the Philippines. Then they were like, why don't we just take over the Philippines? They also have all this furthest land they can get up in China. They might be looking pretty strong here. Denmark's borders have shrunk. And by shrunk, I mean they just lost all of Greenland. Iceland, Canada, and Norway have picked it all up. Australia again being nuked. Look at the USA on a comeback because these states collapse and then they're at 31 territories right now. Wyoming, South Dakota, Wisconsin, not in the top 10 just yet. France and the UK are number 1. No, Michigan. Wait, is this showing me how many nations there are? Is this the number for how many? Is there 250 countries or 200? Oh yeah, this is showing me the amount of nations I think there are. There's now almost 400 countries that have popped up. Did we start with 267? We really need to bring this down here somehow, guys. So with the collapse of the Franco-British Union, it actually caused a lot of places to join. Wales, England's now independent. Cornwall, there is France. France is back. Never mind, France is not back. They're gone now again. Wales just got nuked. Are the nukes getting bigger? Why does it feel like the nukes are getting even bigger? Oregon and British Columbia have united. That actually makes a lot of sense. This is a good looking colony. Also, Oklahoma and Texas have united. Even though North Korea made the political move to name themselves just Korea, it didn't stop them from getting annexed by, well, Wait, I'm confused. Maybe Korea did take over South Korea. I don't really know, but we have a united Korean peninsula. There goes the Neo-Ottoman Empire as Turkey and... Wow, Turkey got all of Greece too? Oh no, this is Greece. Oh, this is Greece. There goes Afghanistan. Somebody's picking up some stuff. Oh, Korean peninsula's just been nuked. USA is somehow back in the top 10. They almost have 50 territories again. That's not 50 states, but 50 small territories. Malaysia is number 1 though, but they're not even that high. Oh, they started getting a little bit higher. Poland just gained independence from Lithuania. What kind of Commonwealth thing is this? Japan got nuked by, of all places, Iowa. Here goes India picking up a bit more territory, trying to keep up behind Malaysia. Italy was just annexed by the Vatican. Finally, one of Italy's little city-states. I knew it was going to happen one day, because San Marino's here too, but the Vatican has San Marino as well. Also, we did have Savoy for a brief second there, but they're gone. Australia has collapsed for like the 3rd time in this game or something like that. All that radiation over here. Arizona and Sonora, a USA state and Mexico state, has just conjoined. That one makes sense. Slovakia and Hungary have also made their own union. This is a pretty nice looking Australia though, with all their divided states. Fall of Libya, but look at this South American nation growing. This is South Africa. Sorry, not South America. South Africa is growing. Tibet and India has just united. That one is a good one. They gotta be up there. Yet Tibet and India are now number 1. They've finally passed up Malaysia. And they're gone. Just like that, they're gone. Well, their neighbors are gonna pick up a lot of stuff. Myanmar. I think I pronounced that right for the first time ever. And now Malaysia is gone. But Malaysia doesn't have states that are going to grow independent, so there's just a bunch of open territory now. We are finally below 350 nations again. That's nice. Let's just get underneath the amount of countries that we started this game with. That's really my only goal. Chaos mode truly does mean chaos, I guess. And there goes Ireland, but there is an England here. The map obviously at this point is just unrecognizable. Once again, look at all the USA territory. They are still somehow around. Got a lot of just random states. They're trying to grow back. Look at Kashmir growing. This is the biggest Kashmir I've ever seen in my life. Ukraine has collapsed. Russia had nothing to do with it, I don't think. Well, there was a lot of Russian states next to them. Kenya and Tanzania are number 1. Would you look at that? No, not the Vatican! Is there a nation called the Black Sea? Oh yeah, there is a country called the Black Sea. I was like, is the water formation itself expanding somehow? How is this lake starting a civilization? Crazy that West Virginia might just be the strongest state right now. A lot of the other states haven't done much. Look at the big Slovakia-Hungary nation that's forming. How is Australia still getting divided? Australia popped up again, and now their states are once again in control of the continent. We have now USA gaining independence from New York, just that one province though. 13 colonies up to 4. I'm still watching them. Look at the comeback Spain has had. Spain is now back, pushed out France because they fell apart, pushed out Portugal. They're not moving into modern day France, and they're expanding even more. South Africa doing something similar. Oregon, British Columbia have just united with Wyoming, or the remainder of Wyoming, and Georgia has been nuked, taking out a lot of surrounding states as well. I guess the problem with chaos mode is that it's literally so chaotic that nothing ever gets done. You just end up adding more and more nations. We still have yet to like get under 300. And every time we get close to under 300, another nation collapses and then releases even more nations. It is fun to see all the nukes fly and to see all the strange countries. I guess in this world, everyone, literally everyone has access to nukes. It'd be cool if maybe only some countries had access to nukes. Like, and especially like, let's say the USA gets divided into all the 50 states and then all 50 states have nukes. Or maybe some of the 50 states have nukes. That'd be a little bit too complicated to add, but because what is it, like 9 countries that have nukes? If those countries collapse into their smaller provinces, then some of those provinces I feel like should have them. I like how this is just never-ending hell, though. Again, USA still doing good, though. They're even expanding into Canadian lands. Wait, how did Bohemia get to Ireland? Can someone explain that to me? Oh, this is just all Bohemia. Like, Germany isn't even here. Finally, an Easter egg nation. I thought we'd see more Easter egg nations. The Ottomans have formed out of the Black Sea Empire, which sounds really cool. Brazil and Ecuador have collapsed, which means all these nations now get their independence. This is why we can never dip below 300 countries. I think I underestimated the chaos of this mode. I read chaos, but I don't think I was ready for it.
And big thanks to Drew's sexy girlfriend,
Young waifu.
I stole Drew's pet dog.
Argentinian grandpa.
Aryan After Hours,
Fat
Alex
Norwal.
Whitley as Mega
Barsky
Chad,
W.
Bring Back
Canadian
Poland
Union.
Ball,
Gaming
Fat
Candy
Nuts,
Cane
Luxembourg
789.
Lover,
Majestic Unicorn.
Max Cooper,
Nemo Shiki.
Nora the Bold,
Orton
5610,
Smiling Lovers.
Philip RF,
Robert
Rye
E.
the Pie,
The Mexican 760.
And why am I doing this?